So this is just another one of my self-love things. So this is something that I do very, very frequently, typically multiple times a day. It's a good activity that actually doesn't just help show yourself self-love, but also it can be used to help kind of heal some of those inner child wounds that we get. So a lot of us did not experience a lot of loving touch in that when we were growing up. Maybe our parents didn't experience that, and so then they didn't really know how to express that to us very much. So there wasn't, a lot of us experienced households where even though we were loved, we didn't get, a lot of those hugs and, those pats on the back and all of those kind, loving touches. We didn't get those. And sometimes then as adults, it feels uncomfortable for us to show those same kind of gestures to other people that we care about, whether that's like our friends, our family, or even our own kids, just because there's that inner wound there. And so this is an activity that can kind of help heal that inner wound with that lack of loving touch that we had growing up. And then it's also a form of just showing self-love to yourself as an adult, or now. And even kids, it's an excellent way to try and teach kids how to show themselves self-love. It's a simple way to do it. And it's very comforting. It might feel awkward, I guess, if you're doing it, because that ego, that conscious part of your mind is kind of like, well, this is weird, but in reality, it actually is very comforting. So it's very simple. Okay. Mind the kitty. So what you're going to do is you're going to look in a mirror. If you have a mirror, that's like an added bonus if you do. If you don't have a mirror, then you don't have to worry about it. So you're going to state some kind of like positive affirmation about yourself, something that you like about yourself on a soul level. This is not about your appearance, okay? This isn't about like having a good hair day or anything like this. This is about what is on the inside. This is the inner you. This is on a soul level of something that you love about yourself. When I do the work with clients and I have them do this, goes a little more into it. But with this, with this particular activity that I'm going to share with you now, this is just going to be like a 2-step process. So what you're going to do is you're going to look into that mirror. If you have a mirror, if you don't have a mirror, you're just going to, visualize looking at yourself. You're going to say some kind of affirmation. So I have affirmations that I hang on my bathroom mirror for my whole family. They're just there so everybody, wakes up and sees this affirmation. So what we have today is "you are kind." So I am going to just use that one. And so what you would do is you would look at yourself in the mirror, okay? And as you say "you are kind," you're going to simply just give yourself a self-hug, and make sure that you give yourself a little squeeze, make it count. Don't hurt yourself, but, show yourself that love as you're looking in that mirror and you're saying, "I am kind." So when you do that, make sure you're saying how you really feel about on your inside. Find something positive about your soul on the inside, and then state that, and then genuinely give yourself a hug. So I absolutely love self-hugging. I think it's one of the most healing gestures you can give to yourself, especially if you've grown up where you didn't receive a lot of that as a child, where that just wasn't something that you're familiar with. If you find that you kind of struggle to give those gestures to other people now, you probably do have some sort of deep inner wound that makes that gesture of loving touch kind of uncomfortable, and that can come from so many different experiences, not just your upbringing, but even traumatic sexual experiences and things like that as you got older, relationship issues, even being in a committed relationship with somebody who doesn't show those things can actually be traumatizing, and it can condition you and make you feel uncomfortable when you try to go show those gestures. So that's just my little self-love tip for today, and we'll be getting to a couple more of those later in this week, hopefully. See you later.